Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Let's update our current analysis of the euro currency. As you recall that yesterday we said that since market has hit some resistance right at the monthly pivot resistance 1, that is this maroon line, it's 131.21. Also that is some intraday targets, that is hourly 127 extension of the ABCD pattern, and that is more important that right around this area stands monthly 3.8 resistance, weekly major 3.8 resistance as well as 131.50 area, slightly higher. So although market is creeping with the shallow intraday pullbacks on the hourly time frame, looks like it has decided to give us the retracement. And currently I still think that that pullback is not just to the end. That is not the reversal. I suppose that currently this is probably still a retracement and market still could hit the 131.70 highs. First of all, because our stop grabber of the weekly chart is still in progress, so it hasn't been cancelled, and it's a lot of probability that market should work it totally. The second, the way how current move to the downside is developing on the hourly time frame, it's not the thrusting acceleration. That's just a gradual and choppy pullback with the small candles, and currently it still look like a retracement. So for today's trading session, our major task will be to estimate the potential depth of this retracement and how far it could lead the prices to the downside. Well, based on the daily time frame, what we could say, trend is bullish still on the daily time frame, and we will apply our usual method. It's based on the harmonic swings. So if we will measure the depth of this retracement, clone the line and drag it to this area, you will see that this retracement should lead us to the right to the 50% support of the most recent thrust to the upside. That is the thrust of our stop grabber. Okay, so that's the level to which was around 137.05, I suppose. That what particular daily time frame tells us. So let's turn to the intraday charts. On the 4-hour time frame, we still see this ABCD pattern in progress, and you can see that although market has moved above the 6-minute target that was around weekly pivot resistance 1, I do not have it on this chart, but I suppose that that was somewhere in this area. Okay, it has proceeded high but not quite reached the 100% extension for about 25-30 pips. You know, guys, what I mean, because we have talked about this a million of times. Market very rare lefts beyond of it significant targets. So if even this the pullback, then probably market will turn to the upside, hit this target, and only after that will show the reversal if it intends to do that. Well, that particularly what I think currently, because that price action doesn't look like the fast acceleration in the reversal move. This is more like the retracement, and at least now I will treat it in that way. Slightly below the market, you can see 4-hour time frame confidence support. It stands slightly higher than the 50% support. So if 50% somewhere in this area around this previous tops, it's 130.05, 130 area. So you can see 130.28, 130.32 is the 4-hour confidence. Well, I can't exclude that market could stop even in this area. So that's the range to watch for potential bullish reversal patterns on the lower time frames, on the 5-minute chart, on the 15-minute chart. So if after retracement market will form, for instance, 15-minute chart which will fly by around this area, so that could be the triggering pattern for the potential acceleration right to the upside. That is the trading plan that I would like to follow in the today and tomorrow trading sessions. Although tomorrow will be, I suppose, difficult time because we will get the non-farm payrolls release. But still, maybe even particularly this release will drift, will shift prices higher. Who knows? Well, but currently, that's the area to watch for. Currently, trend on the 4-hour time frame has shifted to the bearish side. But based on all of these thoughts, that first of all, we have weekly stop grabber in progress. Second, market hasn't quite reached the target of the ABCD pattern. That makes me think that probably it's not over yet. So probably we still could potentially get the continuation to the upside. On the hourly time frame, we have this picture. So yesterday we have discussed this trading line, and I said that I see nothing except maybe this trend, and currently market is just creeping and creeping high. So currently we have the breakout of this trend, and look at this ABCD development. That is typical pattern for retracement, and target of this pattern stands as 130.22, right between the 50% support and the 4-hour confluence support. So keep an eye on this development. Keep an eye on the how market will behave with this ABCD pattern, because this could be the key for our entry, and that creates an agreement. It's 130.22 area stands slightly higher than the confluence, so we have an agreement around the confluence support, and suppose that there is the area to watch for a potential entry point on the long side of the market. The target will be, as previously, that is the highs on the daily time frames around 130-170 area. So that's current analysis of the euro currency. So rather clear price action, at least now. Well, and I suppose that's the scenario that we have to keep an eye on, since at least now I think that probably this development could give us the nice entry point for the continuation to the upside. So don't be upset if you haven't get the position right inside of this thrusting move to the upside, although it was nice. But market probably could show even the 50% pullback. That will give you a nice chance to still ride on the stop grabber on the weekly pattern and get the nice profit if market will continue to move to the 130-170 area. Be aware of strong fast acceleration to the downside. If it will follow, market will, for instance, break this area without any response. Keep an eye on this and do not enter on the long side of the market. That's the scenario that we do not want to see here. The way how we would like to see it like this one. So just gradual with the small candles with some intrinsic retracements, gradual move to the downside. Not that candles right side by side. So if this will be the case, do not enter the long side of the market. That will tell us that something is wrong. So we need just the retracement, classical retracement, and potential reversal pattern around the agreement if we will get it. Although agreement with the downward ABC retracement already could be treated as the pattern. So that will be some sort of the Gartley's 222 buy. Well, that's probably all for today. So keep an eye on these patterns, be patient and wait some clear pattern on the smaller time frames, lower time frames. That could give you nice entry point and reasonable risk.